Hello, hello. Let's play some Witcher 3. Greetings, traveler!
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
He says this every time we talk to him.
What have you got?
We sold everything we had, right? Yeah, we did. I was keeping this because it seems like it's a set. A new moon. Anything sounds really badass.
So
So I'm keeping that.
With the heft of my hand and my cry, I pounce.
Nice, yeah. Oh yeah, we got the new food upgrade. If you see at the top left, like the food icon is not going away. Every bit of food we eat will last for 30 minutes, which is incredibly long.
Do you like it?
So before I got the upgrade, I think it's 10 seconds, which is insane. Yeah, this is a cool upgrade. It's not that necessary, but it is. It's less for me to worry about. The game is trying to make us go a certain way. I wonder why. We can look at the map, I guess. Are we going the wrong way? No, we're not. So why is it trying to make us go in that way? Very confusing.
To be born in Toussaint is to be born under a lucky star.
Yeah, this life does seem pretty good.
Who would have thought? Knights trading in wine while some witch.
They seem to be a very safe people. Drunk? Wait, a female drunk?
Bloody scram!
I think that's my first female drunkard in this game. That is amazing. Belgard Vineyard. Oh shit, yeah, can we get our vineyard? We got a vineyard for free, or for services that we will render. Guess it's more proper. Oh, that's a... Okay, that is definitely a JPEG. How far away is it? No. Like, it is a JPEG, but it might actually be a place. That's really cool. Vineyard infestation. That sounds like a quest in the future. Ah. They are infested. Infested with the...
damn, you're ugly.
What are they called? Ants. Yeah, they want to fight. Sure. Oh, it's sending out spores. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, their healing is still going on, so we take 0 damage. That's pretty fucking funny. There's another corpse. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, okay, sure. Does someone live here? Is this his house?
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Yeah, right? Can you please stop popping up stupid flowers?
Regis.
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be.
Maybe it doesn't want to be out in the daylight? Yeah, there's a cave right here.
Ugly bastard.
For a country made for the brave, there sure are a lot of monsters. Hello. Housekeeping? ¿Cómo estás? Can you please stop comboing us? I would appreciate it. Is this a test to see if we've gotten weaker or something? Oh, will he complain that we killed his watchdogs or something stupid like that? I have a feeling. Bring out your sword, please. Can we push it? We can! Hello! We're not very sneaky. Oh, is he sleeping? Oh, that might be it.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliche can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
What?
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely.
Huh.
The reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
That's interesting.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Fair enough. I trust
The
him.
hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
No?
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, So, without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Covinarius gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Fair enough.
Covinarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Oh. Ew.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren.
That's
Perhaps they'll
nice
find
of
them
him.
in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would, with all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask you directly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Whoo! Damn. Wow, okay. Dude, I want to know a lot.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Dettlaff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
We did.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent.
What?
There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Oh, that's interesting. But is it just like a rule of society that you're not allowed to revive another vampire, or do their claws like somehow, or their bite somehow stop them from coming back?
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happened after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Wow.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh. Experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view.
Yeah, exactly.
Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find
We have
yourself-
found her! We did it!
Back then. Yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Well, that hasn't happened yet.
Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True
That-
enough. But it's a conversation.
Yeah,
we'll have
that
another time.
that hasn't
To
happened
know
yet.
more about you now. All right. Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to
Oh,
die and be
ooh! I want to be a
in your
vampire.
new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Yes.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer. To find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. Like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
I didn't think vampires could get drunk. There's a lot of I don't know, a lot of stories just vampires can't eat or ingest anything that isn't blood, or they just
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep.
doesn't work.
Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew
Ah.
it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived, entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely occur in
Curse.
the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
It's okay.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
And that's a curse. Yeah.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct. And a curse. In one place. That a coincidence? Or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Oh, so we don't have to kill it. Oh.
Let's do this. Start making
Oh.
a decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Good luck, good luck. Do we even have a bestiary about them? That's really cool. That's not a cursed one. Wait, what is that? Ulfden. Okay, it's just a different werewolf. Victor. Spotted Wraith. Should have been there. A higher vampire. Huh. Higher vampires. Men, the polite ones at least, would call me a monster. A blood-drinking freak. Only a mutual thirst for blood links higher vampires to their distant and much more primitive cousins. Ekimars, Alps, Katakans, and the like. Higher vampires are, in fact, much more similar to humans than those bat-like blood slurpers. They not only resemble us in appearance, but also share our intelligence and behavioral patterns. This means they do not squat in distant forests or hide in the shadows. On the contrary, they are particularly fond of cities, where they live out deceivingly normal lives. Even witchers are not capable of recognizing them at once, for their medallions remain perfectly motionless in the presence of a higher vampire. Yet all these similarities should not blind us to an essential difference. Unlike men, higher vampires are immortal. Those who have faced them in combat and survived can be counted on one hand. That was all of them. So he doesn't even have a... That can't be right, can it? Jinn. Dude, the Jinn is incredibly low fidelity. It's insane. It's just... It's a JPEG in a cloud. It was so bad. There it is. Oh, it's not a ghost. It's undead. Spotted whites. The best defense against spotted whites? Stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on spotted whites by Roderick Gillian. Spotted whites were a subspecies of whites which the witchers drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their names to their numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it is said the witchers found a surefire way of beasting them, based around careful casting of Urdensign, or at least so claims witcher lore. So fire and traps. Huh. Fair enough. We can also make some oil. Cool. Cool. Hello. Your donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, let's go look for its lair. Oh, dude. Oh, we're getting up on a hill. Please let this view be brilliant. Thank you. Oh, it's too foggy. Oh, dude, it's not clear. The weathered icon top right is lying. This is not clear in any way. Aw, that's okay. It's not raining at least. Wait, the sheath is not covering anything. The sword is just outside of it. That's a strange sheath. I wonder what it's there to protect. Is there a... Is this our house? No, it's not.
Gate's locked from the inside, but got jostled pretty hard. Barely hanging on the changes.
Oh, can we just push it down? Hey!
This man is dying. Help me.
What's going on?
Whoa. Oh, Jesus.
The dressings, bandages, where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I
Yeah.
guessed that it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind. I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need, it's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfurled.
Clean cut.
Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. It's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why'd he done it?
Family
Not
heirloom?
likely to learn that from him. Might even know where he came from. Got work to do, so long.
Wait, I will come with you.
Why?
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a garden romp. Whatever killed him's damn dangerous and...
And it might still prowl the area, so if it's all the same, I prefer to accompany you.
Oh, come on, man.
So be it. But stay close. Keep it down. And don't touch a thing.
Is this our home or is it something else? Extreme cosplay. What? What?
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate. Damn it.
Wow.
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
Someone was a merry
I
man.
believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Silver tableware.
Haven spirit.
Elven engravings. Silver tableware.
Yeah, we're taking all that food. No. Fuck that. Alcohol good?
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods.
Oh, free food for us. Worst case scenario. More locked doors. Why is everything locked? It's like it was an ambush. Like, this statue seems very suspect.
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throat's massive.
Oh, it's... Oh!
Blow. Shield alongside.
Yeah, it's literally a...
ceremonial.
like LARP, or what it called. Fake fighting. Yeah, it's fake fighting.
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Ceremonial
Bread
bowls
inside, so no.
For little sacrifices.
Probably not.
Please, do not say humans.
So someone took these for real and panicked, I guess. Okay, look at this water.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench. Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but here's Elvin.
Yeah,
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
someone is alive.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Hello.
Perhaps there's no one inside after...
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
What?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene. The death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me.
How long ago was this?
Pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
This must have happened recently if one guy just bled to death.
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Safaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
I can believe that.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge? The giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last
Oh no!
You will need at least 3 individuals.
Hello.
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help, but I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work.
Brave little
Start by
lads.
clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
Cool. Fair enough. We blew up someone's door and they're giving us work. I'm not complaining. He's wearing a little
I
helmet.
will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Do you have to wear a costume, really?
Divethaf, the Elven King, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Okay. Oh, we gotta lick them all. Can we use Igni? Can we do that? It would be 100 times faster.
Don't interrupt.
Shush. So we need some wine, which we actually picked up. Cannot say really.
Iveta laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen,
Where was the bread?
thus granting him
this one?
rule over seed-yielding lands.
Oh.
Iveta filled the ornate. At long last, the elfin king grasped his sword and shield.
I only have a
symbolically
shield.
passing command of his armies.
Oh god, do we have to use these horrible weapons? How do we? I picked them up. Are they here?
Humans.
This is the first shield we've ever had.
Don't interrupt.
We've drawn both of them. What do you mean? What do you mean? We are using them right now. Right? Yeah, we're using them right now. What do you want from us? This is not this sword.
Elfin king
Wait, is it?
erect
No?
in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees. Ludovic then spake.
Spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Oh!
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
That's super fucking cool, dude! Whoa, 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 that's a lot of damage. Can we use better things, please? Oh, this music is awesome. Shit! Please, we don't have to worry about the healing. Yeah, that killed us. Yeah, we need to kill these mages. They have infinite range and they never miss. Can you please stop parrying me? Ugh! And we weren't even allowed to save, so we need to redo that fucking garbage. I tried to save like 7 times. I hope it auto-saved at least. Thank Christ. It seems we can dodge those unblockable fire spells. Why don't you fucking allow me to dodge it? You're stuck in a corner! This is not very interesting, is it? I wish they didn't have their fucking counter move. Then we would at least be able to do something. Now we just gotta fucking wait. Oh yeah, we have the super heavy weapon. Or super heavy attack. Fuck, it failed. I still haven't used it because I don't know what it is. I just wanna use it. so much fucking damage, dude. $2,000 damage? That's low. Oh. Okay, so the statues were real.
The sculpture
I kinda had a feeling.
came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Defethov had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues,
Oh.
but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psst.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this, your reward.
Farewell.
I thought I would get more. Well, we got stuff at least. Our words are not wrong, by the way. And that's fine. Can't win them all. Maybe we got more money if we said, yeah, humans are amazing. Yeah, about that. So this is a elf sword, actually? That's why they looked exactly the same. Cool. Yeah, it turns bright red when you have charged enough damage to unleash it. I'm not sure how much strong it is, but it's apparently better. Oh, it's a pole board. Oh, we're done? Nice. They're called foglet because they can turn into fog creatures? Or they are fog creatures? It's very strange. That's a lot of werewolves. Or wolves in general. No foglets. They're all illusions.
Guests. Never a good omen.
Where is a bar gas? Oh! Oh, is that the ghost dog? Oh, that's really cool. That is super dope. Crow's eye. Sure. Spoon, spoon, spoon. There are a lot of spoons.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm.
What?
A message. Trying to tell me something.
That's not how the wind works. The wind doesn't really care about your messages.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Yup.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
What is he obsessed with? The
No
spoons?
spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Okay.
Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last
This
one.
certifies the time up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1210. Belongs to Simigol Circus, owner of the peasantry. Is it just a collection of peasants? Oh. That doesn't look great, does it?
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out.
Oh.
Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy.
That's very strange. I want to read that note. Penta had a note, that's right? Might be bollocks. We never know. It sources whatever you do. It's so annoying, you can't cancel out of that.
No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Ooh. There's something living here. More spoons!
Name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
King letter. Dear Master Livizor, I know you track outlaws for pay. I've an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I've drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me, as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse. Or, as I hope, and why I've turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my English, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse, which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar, who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. Is it literally the master of mirrors? I am aware this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talent and wish you the best of luck. I want to read the other thing as well. Oh, hello. That's an animal grunting noise.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Ah, you said that. Ah! This is where he lives, doesn't he? He can talk and speak. Quite impressive for a curse.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Aldrin should be somewhere around here.
More spoons!
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Spoons everywhere, dude.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. Real collector.
Oh, come on, man.
Red.
If it's red, I will read it.
One I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
Ooh.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little
Mutagens.
old.
Nice. Can we save it all? Thank you.
Table set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Oh, so it's out doing things. Okay, sure. Oh, that's where we're gonna hide, isn't it? Yeah, let's explore everything first. Oh, or is it living here? Let's save first, but yeah, I have a feeling he lives here.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Is it above?
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
Ah. He's sleeping in there, I guess.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Couldn't light that torch. Okay. Yeah, this is where he lives, and fine. Come on, climb up. Thank you. Fair enough, I guess we're gonna just wait him out. Yeah, let's get the trap ready in case he goes feral on us. Yeah, then let's meditate for... Oh. But yeah, they like making a brew out of their own bodily fluids. Hey, Panda Mare. How are you, man? It's going good, man. I think we're gonna... wanna help him. It doesn't mean any harm. Dude, I think this guy is harmless. Let's help this guy. I'm great, man. No more work today. Look at this guy, he's just dancing. He's a fucking riot.
Hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
It's apparently a spotted white, and it has a very specific
You tried to
curse.
bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now.
No one will ever want to sit with you, dine with you, or eat with a spoon from your table. It is very strange, and he seems nice. He even wrote a letter to a guy asking for help. Like this is a sentient being that can write letters,
And now we'll
and he has a obsession with spoons.
need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, and the brew or the soup is made from the white saliva.
This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down. Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the roof. Just
Fair enough, Panda Bear.
Can't do
Enjoy.
anything for the white though, except cut it down. Seems I'll have to kill the white in his own jump keep.
Oh, I want to help him. No, let's try helping him instead. I will.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for
Aw,
nothing.
it's
Got
wrong.
the roof.
This one then, I guess.
Just at least.
Damn it, I hate these
Geralt
loading
had to
screens.
face
They're so
Eredin,
long.
but could only hope to beat him with the help
They
of
can't,
friends.
and I think they, even if they could be faster, you still need to listen to the text every time,
So Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses.
which is a
Avalach,
bit
too,
annoying.
began to lay plans of his own.
This is correct, right? Yeah. That's the place. We need to swap spoons, apparently? Let's make a new save in case I forget. Yeah, now I need to. Can you fast forward?
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? But curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped.
Really?
This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Sit tight, I'll be
Why
right
isn't
in
it working?
Stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least.
I have no clue. I have literally no clue how to do this. I'm out of ideas.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptional.
Or is it
powerful
literally
magic.
you're not allowed
So
to use a
Triss and
spoon?
Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach too began to lay.
Really? Wait, can I be right? No spoon shall feed you. I guess literally don't use a spoon. Oh, this is. Can that be real? Can that be the solution?
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Oh wow, this is the solution. Hey, we solved it. Took every last try we could.
Think it worked. Just quite like I expected.
No, really not.
Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
I want to play this kind of game without saving a lot. Like, you just embrace your horrible decisions. That might be fun. Oh wow, this guy is driving far too fast. Jesus. Here's the train. Is he hitting the spoons? This is not looking great, is it? With all of these doggos everywhere. Yeah, the devil doggos are making a lot of noise. Where are we going? Here?
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
We did it!
I'll take you someplace safe.
Is this our house? It might be.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly.
I've never been there, but I think it's our home.
I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir. Though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basilfolti, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corvo Bianco.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Aw,
Might
thank
actually
you.
take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune
Really?
down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her.
Come on, man.
A harsh punishment.
Like, imagine if internet trolls had that kind of power.
Was hardly simple.
Oh, you fucking suck. You will never be able to suck again. Like, what? Like, it's so fucking stupid.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't
It
worry.
is.
She will be in good hands here.
Thank you, Mr. Glasses Man.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt.
Can we make
forcing
this
him to
place
sell the estate to
more
the
homely
Duchess.
and not like a
Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius.
home for homeless people?
A truly colourful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman.
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines.
Jesus
in the
fucking
50
Christ.
He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
That's a problem making wine.
He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact
seems
that
like
at
a cool
least
guy.
someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least.
I'm gonna do this. Do
I
the
think it would be
new
practical to
mansion
begin
we've got.
on the hill.
And then I'm gonna go eat something. I wonder how long it will take. I'm hyped, dude. We have a fucking house.
Behold, sir, your estate. In
Maybe we
all
should have done
its
this in
splendor.
the day. But this is more fitting.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos.
My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Bulgaria,
Okay.
she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the stairs.
She forced them to follow her example. That is interesting.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff.
Wow.
Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Sure is. Can we go in there? Is it just... Oh, it is open. Cool. It's so weird. We have an estate for real.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
I'm not sure where the olives are. Like, can we sleep? Will he go away? I don't think so, right? Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, this is more fitting, so we can at least see something. It is very beautiful. Oh, here's our peasants.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Cool. Okay. Wait, what is... Oh, I thought the peacock was the dinosaur. I might be slightly tired. I'm like, oh shit, is that a raptor?
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's
Oh, really?
a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom.
Oh
He
shit!
suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded the water had and he had survived. He retired
That is
to
amazing.
in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
That is bloody brilliant. We have our crazy drunk. Oh hell yeah! Can I just hire crazy drunk people? Just have them running around being crazy and drunk. Dude, that would make me so happy.
Monsieur Bolius, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place.
Yeah, not anymore though.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory.
Oh, do we have to do that?
Once again, planting it with
Probably.
plants and other vegetation.
So we have quests we can do for this place. I will do them in a heartbeat. Probably completely useless, but dude, I want to do them.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
Is he a salesman?
Quite the romantic part.
Yeah,
of this
very,
puzzle.
very romantic. He likes to say a lot of flowery language.
monsters are your catnip. That is mine! This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Sure. Wait, is this where we fought the vampire? Oh, it fucking is!
Cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up.
Yeah, this is where we fought the fucking vampire.
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Huh. Okay.
Bushel of grapes is more a burden than that steel of yours.
Is it though? Is it though?
Follow me, please.
I am following you.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one can't deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Yeah, it needs a lot of paint. And someone to fix that fucking roof.
And welcome inside.
This house
On
is
the
a wreck.
left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, we shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished.
Yeah,
But I
truly.
believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. One must admit.
Calling it beautiful is a stretch, but it is a estate and it has potential.
But if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Let's go.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Almost decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
What is the point?
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone
Oh.
at an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Sure.
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
That's a lot of money for something I will never use. Like, I'm never gonna use that.
Ponder the notion.
How much is
My
also
armor needs
1,000?
work from-
Admiral Rompali once...
It's a lot of money.
Ponder the
It's really useless.
If you don't,
Of
I
course.
wanna talk. The
been
house.
thinking about.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompeli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Well, technically, we are a 5,000. Oh.
I understand.
Oh.
That's
Do we have money? But...
A pleasure to... I plead...
whoa.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me.
Oh.
Great. Can already
Yeah, let's fuck that.
starting.
As you wish.
Let's get the sheep stuff.
And
Of course.
then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once.
I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Yeah, let's get
My
that.
armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yeruga. I will contact him at once.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing any...
No what?
I shall be...
Anything else we can do? No. Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. So the quest is literally to restore it. I'm down for that shit. Wait, what is... What? Oh, what? There's books. That's strange. Okay. Hang painting. Sure. Sure, why not? Paintings are... Sure, that's a cool shield. We have trophies. I guess we don't have trophies of that kind. Oh, this is this place. Do you have any paintings here? I've dumped a lot of garbage. Oh yeah, we can take one of these, right? And use it to as a trophy. Let's do that then. This is literally for the funsies. Here? Oh, we can't. Really? Aw, come on, man. Let's put back the head. It's here. Oh, it's opposite. Oh, we put it. Oh, never mind. I think we wanna drop here. We can drop some of these armor. New moon, sure. Sounds cool. Oh, we should drop our spade as well. Yeah, let's drop that as well. Oh wait, did we find a place to hang up weapons? Is that what it complained about? Like here or somewhere? Oh yeah, look, there it is. Let's get that down, sort of. What was it here? Oh, we couldn't put up the shovel, right? Because we didn't see a prompt for it. The shovel would make me a lot happier to put up. Yeah, hang it. Yeah, let's put that shit up there. Oh, okay, I have 2 weapons. Cool. Anything else? Oh, another arm. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, this is entirely unnecessary. And I'm so hyped. Let's see here. No. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It's here, right? That's cool. Oh, we have a servant here. Oh no, it's the woman.
Tasty. So
You're very welcome.
wonderful. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Must suck being under such a curse. Dude, when I hear this bubbling, I just think about the horrible ordeal we just went through. That was so disgusting. She was very cheerful for being a monster. That was cool. Is this our bed? Probably not. So yeah, fuck it. Let's pay him the money.
How might I be of...
Yeah, sure. Let's pay
Start as you
5,000.
Been thinking about the...
If I'm not own...
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew.
Yeah, we
which shall
gotta see
rebuff
this.
The Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do. It shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin.
Whew.
Your ice will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
It's quite depressing right now.
Anything else?
That's
BB. Wait, 3 days. Wow, they lied. Yeah, let's wait a day. Cool. So we need to wait 3 days. This should be enough, right? Oh, the roof is still a fucking mess. At least it has some painting.
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
Is there more money we can throw in?
renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each of which
Okay.
you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have
I've
provided
sold
spots in which new paintings might be hung.
So many
In
paintings, so
afternoons,
that's a shame.
The laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
Oh. Sure.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
Let's do that. Let's do that before I go eat. Is the cellar stop looking like a home for vagrants as well? That would be pretty cool.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
Sure is. Oh, alchemy! Right?
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
Oh, we can use it! Oh, really? Oh, cool. Dismantle? Oh. Really? Why? Why would you want to dismantle it? I don't know. I think that we don't need any of these. I'm not sure why we should do that. I'm really bad at the mutagen parts. So we need a lot of reds, right? I guess this is what we need to do. So now we can make better mutagens, if I understand this correctly. So now we can use the red ones here. One more. Then we can make a greater one. Look at this. Is there a cost to do? No, there isn't. That's very interesting. I'm never gonna use these. I'm only use the red ones. I'm just doing this to learn. Or at least try to learn. What was it? Greater green. Cool. So now we can put it in our character. We should have one bad. Alright, yeah, let's pick which is the better one. Doesn't really matter. It's this one. There's this one. Yeah, we gained 20% more damage. That is quite the bump. Nice. Cool. Wait. Julius von Goff's letter. To whomever finds this letter, my name is Julius von Goff. If you're reading these words, I am surely long dead. As befits one of my station and familial connections, I was to study at Barnard, the famed school for mages. Yet I was never to complete those studies. For the entire duration of my life, magic held but a weak hold or was soul ravished by a passion for organic alchemy. It was to that most wondrous of science I dedicated the most beautiful years of my life, and the table beside which you now most surely stand is the fruit of those labors of love. If you're a fellow lover of alchemy, I hazard to guess you will be filled with rapture to behold my discovery. If, however, that marvelous science is unknown to you, please heed my advice. Drop this letter, step away from the table, and never return. The practice of alchemy by amateurs can lead to injury and even death. If you did not drop this letter after that last paragraph, you're no stranger to alchemy. Thus, I shall now reveal to you in a few brief words the fundamentals of the alchemy table I designed. Leaving aside all unnecessary detail, my chief discovery consists of a formula and tools allowing for the transmutation of mutagens taken from monsters into mutagens of the more common sort. I know this sounds highly unlikely, but I have proven with most certainty that this is possible. The workings of this transmutation are simple. One must simply make use of the table which I designed. As an expert in the arcane art of alchemy, you certainly already know your way around such devices. If you are but an amateur, a member of the hol polloi who has by accident wandered to this abandoned place, back away, lest your ignorance do you grievous harm. Oh, this is so silly. You are surely asking yourself why I hid my discovery from the world. Why I did not share my formula with the community of alchemists. Well, let us say I have forever been regarded as eccentric, aloof, and I have always believed it is pure chance and not men themselves that determine destiny. Furthermore, I have never sired offspring, and have no desire to entrust my opus to a mere acquaintance. I thus concluded the best solution was to hide my table and trust that chance will, if my theory is correct, bring a man here who shall know how to make use of it, whom I shall delight and to whom it will prove of great use. Whether I am right or wrong, time will tell. Use my gift wisely, and farewell. Cool. Fuck, I forgot it again. Oh, it's free alchemist. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Thank you, stranger. Oh yeah, it's our stuff now. We can plunder it for funsies. Candle. That's super cool. Let's see if there's any more quests we can do with him, and then let's call it. I guess that, yeah. Was all of this, and yeah, this is not where I fought the vampire. It was in the other room. It was in this room, if I remember correctly. Might be crazy. Seems that I'm crazy. Maybe they remodeled it. That room didn't look similar. Cool.
You spread some nastiness to me.
Sure.
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
I wonder who he's talking about. Kids.
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragon glass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted to
Yay!
discover it, sir.
More renovations? Like what?
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Dude, I'm running out of money.
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps
A way we
renovate
can
the
make money,
stables,
maybe?
or return Madame Bolis's garden to its former verdancy?
So, sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs
Yeah.
I need growing anywhere
I,
nearby.
I don't care
You're
about
in luck,
herbs.
sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Bolis's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs.
I
In fact, it's
rarely
really
make
enough to
potions.
plant shrubbery.
No. It sounds like a lot of work for very little
Might
payoff.
not be the best time to lay out that kind of...
Ponder the notion.
Yeah. I don't want to... I don't use
Yeah,
horses. I
roach,
don't care
or
about
horse.
stables.
Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I finally got a decent place to stay, I think she deserves one
Is that
too.
she?
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
Yeah, fuck no. Bonus to stamina? No.
You know what?
No.
Might not be the best time to lay out that kind of coin. Let me sleep on it.
Ponder the notion.
Okay, so if we do the house,
Let's put
what
it-
do we
Not
get?
the slightest.
No, can we not
How
do
might
the
I
house?
be of service?
Is it only
Starting to-
this?
As you wish.
Oh, it's only those. No, house.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also, some new furnishings and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
All of these sound very unnecessary.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Bonus to vitality. Huh. Let's think about that.
I understand.
I've never slept in a bed in this game, but I don't think you can. You might just get a bonus.
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
No.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
That's cool.
let's put a pin in this for now. Remember to have some...
Not the slightest problem, sir. I am here.
Cool. Oh, excuse me. Like, do we need so much money? But this is just a for funsies quest though. I wanna do the big important quest. Let's see, where is it? Oh no, it's not. It's a main quest, right? Yeah, it is. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat something. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.